3. Hello and welcome to the next part in the Click to Unlock walkthrough. This is Chapter 2, Dust to Dust. Right, so this first bit of loot just at the bottom here, if you drop down on the rope that's provided at the beginning. Before you start this level, you should definitely purchase the wrench. This enables you to get through these tunnels here. So the first time you meet the guy, if you haven't done it already, then jump out this mission, go back to the world if you can, and buy the wrench, because it means you can then move right through these tunnels here where there is loot, and also gives you the ability to just bypass certain sections, or at least give you a better way, more advantageous way of getting into the next area. A little syringe there in the tunnels, and if you move back around you can climb out, and this brings you right over the other side of where you initially were on the map. A little cog on the floor. So this door here, you can if you want to get the loot, as much as the loot, this is an all loot guide. However, I'll be honest, this one here, I am missing 6 pieces of loot, but I do get all 5 of the collectibles, the main collectible items. So if you do see where I've missed one, there is 6 on here. I will add an extra video to this and put an annotation on once I find them, because I'll go through, but I wanted to get through the rest of the game rather than just dwell on 6 little bits of loot. So so far now I know that once you've gone through there, you can take out them guards, and there's a bit of loot over here. You can get that stealthily at the start. There is another way to do that at the beginning, but I kind of wanted to try and see if I could get the takedown, the thief exercise. I wanted to see if I could get that. Right, now once you've done that and you've come through to this main bit, there's a pipe to climb up, which is the way you will go for the sort of story to continue. But if you turn around and climb up this kind of scaffold, you can run and jump over to this roof here, and this will enable you to walk around, get on the roof of this building where there is a ladder, and you can descend into the building. And we have some loot down here. I believe this is the yeah, one of the first collectible item, Charity's memory. Nice. And one of the documents on the side. Right, before rushing out of the room, there's some shelves over the back. There's another little bit of loot there, desk bell. And then once you've got them, you can head on out up the pipe, which is kind of highlighted by your focus anyway. If you're playing on, I'm playing on Thief, so I'm not playing mega hard, but I'm not playing it easy. I'm playing it well, as the developers kind of intended it, I think. So work your way around and find this chute. Enables you to get into the morgue proper. You're looking for this dead body, by the way. The ring on this dead body. This guy's scared of mannequins. You can take him right out. Right, now instead of heading down, head up the stairs here, and into this little room here. There's a little bit of loot just round here. Is it an ashtray? Yeah, an ashtray. Before heading out though, you can climb over this box. This takes you into like a semi-secret area, I think. And then you have microscope, candlestick, something in this drawer here, purse, and there's a box around the side. Not to be missed. Give me the loot, give me the loot. Give me the loot. Right, back out and head back down the stairs. You want to head all the way down to the bottom of the stairs and look under the stairs. There is another little bit of loot down here, a bit sneaky. There's multiple ways you can do this room. You can either come in downstairs this way, or you can go up one flight of stairs and you can climb out the windows and go around the beams and jump around the beams. You can sort of hop between them ones there. But if you did that, you would miss this little bit of loot. So you got to come down here anyway, really. I thought I was going to do this stealthily, but failed miserably. Water arrows, taking out the light, because that guy's up there with a crossbow looking out for you. But this guy spotted me, so it come to blows. Take that. Right, so they all got involved, and I ended up having to take them all out. But like I said, I was kind of trying to... I think it's 10 takedowns, 10 combat takedowns during this mission is one of the other side objectives that they give you. Another little bit of loot just down here. Get some coin off them. Nice. Nice. Right, he's still up there though. Don't know what's happened to him. I think he's bugged out a little bit. But if you head round here, there's a document on the wall. One of the documents to grab. And round here is another chute. But we're not going to go down the chute just yet. We're going to head up here and take out this guy. Because there is loot to be had up here. Come on. Take him out. Have that. Right, so there's a bit of loot up here, and also round the balcony, on the side of the balcony, there is a chalice or something. Right, so then once you've done that, you can head back round to this room here where you have the table, and you can open the drawer, and we have a cog. Keep going round, document on the wall. And what's that, little bell or something? Drop down to the purse. There's just loot everywhere. Alright, you can head down here and there's a bit of food. Right, so the way to get out of this level is on this hook that's kind of above there, but we don't want to do that just yet. We want to head back to the main room and to that vent that we saw earlier, because if you go on the hook, it takes you out of this section of the level and you can't come back. So you've got to make sure you get all the loot you want in that area before you move on. And down in this chute there is a little bit of loot hidden away down here, sneakily. And you can make your way through the chutes, back out, and this brings you out into where that room with the hook was, where there is a door. Go into the door. More loot in here. That was food on the table there, but there is, if you climb up here, sneakily hidden in here, there's a candlestick up in the corner there. Right, so now we've done all that, we can get on the hook. I've got a funny feeling it was in that room there that we were just in is one of the things I might have missed. I think there was another little room to go in, maybe. I'm not sure. But once you head into the next section, you can slide down the path, loot and another document, and you want to check out one of the drawers behind. Here is a pick lock. The glass on the floor, the broken glass shown up by the focus there, makes quite a bit of noise. Definitely worth avoiding if you can. Right, open the drawer. What we got in here? Magnifying glass. Lovely. Right, there's also some stairs just in this one little section before we move on, and you can take out light switches with arrows. So I thought I'd have a little go, a little bit of stealth play, because there's this guard up here. His suspicion has been raised by the light going off, and unsuspecting is he of that, the back of the head. So I think that went pretty well. I've been a kind of bit 50-50 on the sort of combat side of it and that so far, but that was better. That was better. Right, so now we're ready to move on through this door here. Come on. Yes. Thank you. And as you can see, we've got some more loot to pick up in here. Another throwable, another fork. Right, over on the desk, we've got a document. And in the drawer here, a flask. If you just saw it up there, up here in the same room, climb up onto the side ledge, because sneaking away in the corner up here is another little bit of loot. Right now there's a vent. Unscrew the vent. Another magnifying glass, easily missed because you have to drop down. So you might be tempted just to drop down, but there is a magnifying glass there. Keep going through the vents. And we come out in this room, which has more loot. Look at this. And more stuff. Arrows and the like. Right, so we can go back into this room and then head into these vents as well. These take us kind of in a sort of back round circular way through the rooms. And then if we go, and then now we can kind of head forward through this door. Right. Okay, now we head up here. There's a couple of guards up here. This display of stealth probably isn't my finest hour. I decide to swish over to the light, which is kind of covered with glass. So, making loads of noise. These two guys basically hear me, and yeah, it all goes wrong. Again, in my mind, I could have sort of stuck it out and been patient, but I was thinking, I'm going to go for this takedowns thing. Now I've done a couple of guys, I'm going to try and get the takedown thing. Come on, and you. Annoyingly, I don't get this one. He kind of does the takedown and then he gets out of it, so I have to clump him. But I didn't get the takedown, which is annoying. Right, so moving on. This little section up here, you see a little glint up there. This is a collectible. There is a beam with what you can fire a rope dart into, sort of rope, and then you can climb up here. So make sure, yeah, sorry if you've got to this point and didn't realise you needed a rope dart. I should have said right at the start of the video, but yeah, you need to buy the rope darts in order to be able to get this collectible. What have we got? Daisy brooch. Okay, then you can move on and around. Watch out for the glass again, but there is a bit of loot stashed away in here. Little gear. And there's some sort of gold knife. Is it a gold knife in this mannequin? Yeah, gold knife. Pushing on. Come through this room, just go through it. Then you come to this room with the peephole, which enables you to see a room. So there's something on the other side of the room. So if you go up these stairs, jump off to the left, because that's a locked door. And then you'll see a vent, and you can sneak around the vent into the room that you can see through the peephole. Loot to be had in here on this first table.
Someone was in here recently too.
There we go.
And they had
first table. Yeah, here we go. Magnifying glass, candlestick. Again, showing off his bottomless bag. Telescope and an automata, which is pretty cool. Right, so on the other side there's a note, this cryptic letter. Basically this cryptic letter, there's a vault in the room, and the cryptic letter is basically telling you that the code is too secret to be given out, and there's been clues left on old prototypes. So if you look at the back of the automata here, he has a 3 on his back, and then at the other end of the room there's a head of an automata, and on the back of that is a 1. So that gives you the first 2 numbers of the of the safe, which is here, which means you don't need the 3rd number because you've only got 1 in 10 chance of it, whatever it is. So set up the first 2, which is 3 and 1, and then it just come in. It was already on the right number, so Whether that was randomly good luck, I don't know. But either way, if it doesn't, you can just scroll through and get the soul of automaton. So pretty exciting stuff, whatever that is. Okay, so you head back out of the vents. Oh yeah, they're in that room there. Just before you go, I did notice there was one last little sneaky bit of loot up in the corner of this room here. And then we can go on. Right, look at that. Stealth. Absolute stealth. Don't forget to pick up these scissors. Easy to get carried away. And also, you can also climb up there. There we go. And there's a bit more loot up here as well. Like I said, I know I haven't got all the loot on this level. I think I'm 6 items short out of the 71. I think I've got 65, I think it is. So if you spot anything where you think I've missed something, I've already seen one thing myself, which I'm gonna look at when I go back. But yeah, please do comment if you can see where I have missed something.
Give me a
Right, this guy here, I'm stepping on glass again. Really, I've got to become more aware of the glass. But goes for another takedown. Nice. Right, okay, so you find this note on the door, and basically, like, you're missing a key to put you through to the next section. So, before you go through there and try and find the key, there is this whole other room in here with 3 guys in. When you go in, shut the door. You can grab this candlestick here. There's 2 guys up on the top, and there's a guy around the side as well. Check these drawers. The next to you, I think there's something in here. Yeah, nice little purse. Yeah, so you got these guys here. You can first go up to the left here. There's a chest up here. More loot. Nice. A few seconds ago, I was kind of like looking up at some loot on a ridge that there was no way to get it. Well, when you've done up on that level there, you can walk around these beams, go round to this window here, and this takes you out onto that ledge of that room where the object was shining. So that's how you get that bit. I'd bought some items. I bought a flash bomb, so I figured why not give it a go. There was a couple of guys. I was trying to work out what tactic to take, whether to go ghostly or not, but I thought I had these just to see what they do. And yeah, you kind of flash yourself a little bit, but clearly these guys didn't really know what was coming. But there is a 3rd guy in the room. I kind of knew that, but I thought I'd still try the flash bomb and that. So that whole thing could be done a bit better, I guess. But at least got another takedown. A bit of health. Right, so loot on table. And we got loot on these guys. And he had I think, did he have a key on him as well? He might have had a key on him. Although you do get a key in a chest as well, so maybe that's a multiple way you can get the key. So round that room, there's also another bit of loot round on the other side of that room. And also down on the other level, there's nothing in the drawers, but as you come around the side, there is a gear. Okay, now we can head on back to the door that needed the machine key. So you can go up to this chest here, which is on the platform. Do a bit of pickpocketing. Pickpocketing? Lockpicking. Dearie me. And here we go. Yeah, some funky key and some food. Nice. Alright, use the key in the door. And we are through. Right, Right, so once you're in here, there's another chest with more loot, which we're never complaining about. Oh, that's arrows. Blunt arrows, broadhead, water arrows, all handy, all nice. Then we can head up and out around here, and yet another chest just before you leave this section. Oh, it's another lock-picking one. I think I'll start editing out the lock-picking, because I kind of just end up sitting there looking at it thinking, well, you know what's going to happen. So, and we got, ooh, nice. Gold, gold, gold. Okay, so once you've done that, the hook is there to take you out of this region. Got a funny feeling I might have left something in that region. That's one of the ones I'm suspecting. Anyway, once you're down through the next bit, you kind of head along the underground sewery kind of area. There is a little bit of loot down here on the floor. Could look kind of sneaky. Then you kind of head forward, have like a cutscene showing the guy cutting out the ring, putting it in his office. So now you've got to try and infiltrate his office. There's a document on the wall over here. So I thought I'd take this section in a minute, because over here there's another door over here which takes you to some old engine room or some sort, which there's a bit of loot in, and you can also head round. We're going to come back to this room in a second though. You're going to head round and through this door, and there's a guard. Take him out. Go on, just take him out. Bang. Try to be a bit smooth. Try to be a bit slick, sliding in first of all. A bit of loot inside there. Right, now we go back into this last room once we've looted him. And in the shaft up here, there is a collectible item. What's that one? Diamond circle. So we're on the way to getting all that. I think that's 4 of them now, is it? Anyway, right, so back into this room. And I thought I'd take a bit of an aggressive approach, go around in the dark, take him down on the hope, because I thought he was in the shadow, and yeah, the other 2 guys didn't do anything. So a bit of loot off of this table. Sorry mate, don't mean to steal it. Wait for the oven to shut, and then slip between the tables using the darkness. Nice. Bit of loot on this one as well to be had. And a bit more loot around here on the barrel. Right, so then you go up, and there's a little window you can have a little peek through. This basically get a cutscene of showing the general guy there looking at his ring, putting it in his safe. So then you've got to head out, sort of left, directly left, up into this chute, which sort of takes you down and round into the office you was just looking in. So here we go. So there's a couple of bits of loot. Food,
Another of the
nice.
Baron's improvements, perhaps. It'll
Watch
crack
seal.
like any other.
Nice. And then there's this puzzle here. I basically did this puzzle by using the circle in the centre. So when I moved to there, I got sort of the... Oh, I went too far. And again. Oh, he's not done it. Oh, right, okay. Well, I'll do it from this one here, the little square there. So, turn that to make it a circle. Move this one round. Makes it a circle. And then the one that I was moving first of all has been displaced. And then you can complete the circle in the middle.
Nobles never miss an opportunity to admire.
And here we get a nice bit of loot. I'd take the coins first, because when you take the item, it snaps in a cutscene, and then you still have to pick it up afterwards and that. So I kind of just grabbed the coins first. Cornelius ring. But I suppose you still have time anyway. It doesn't matter. You do have time to pick up the coins afterwards, either way. But it just seemed easier. Right now, similar to like the last mission, this is the last section of the level of the chapter, and it's kind of like a get out. You've now got what you've come for. and you get this like kind of little action sequence of being able to get out. So thought I'd try a couple of things. Guess what? They don't go too well. I'll keep it all dark. It's all good. I don't suppose it's not that my method doesn't work actually. In that I take him out. May have caused a bit of commotion, but I'm off and out. Look, slick. As long as you keep to the sides, I'm in the dark. Only a couple of guards. Although you can see the guys down there have noticed that there's a body there, so I know that time is now of the essence before they start really investigating. Really, look, here he comes. So off over here into the dark, and you can move all the way around because they're sort of sitting there covering where you've got to climb up, but you can move all the way around here, move up in the shadows, and they eventually just kind of wander off. He's not paying attention. I'm out of here. Easy as that. Right, once you're in here, there's a poppy that you can have, handy to pick up for your old focus, and then you can climb up the pipe, and this takes you round to the right, then up to the window for the final little sequence of the chapter. So they've kind of seen you, you're falling through the roof. First time I played the through, it was kind of, I stealthed it out in here for a while and stuff, but then on the second playthrough I just thought, like, why not go for it? I was pretty sure, I'm pretty sure there's no loot in here. I kind of did have quite a look around on my first go, but I couldn't really see anything, and I'm wondering if it's a theme where like the kind of second part, the chase part or escape part, just doesn't really have any loot in it. It kind of keeps it all empty. Anyway, that's the end of the mission. As you'll see on the stats, I didn't get the takedown. I was 3 short on the takedown. I got all the collectibles, but yeah, 6 short on the loot. But hopefully at some point I'll have annotations pointing to a video where I've done them. So thanks for watching. Keep coming back for more. See you soon.